Dancing with the Dragon by Joe Weber. Knifing through the calm seas off the coast of Southern California, USS Abraham Lincoln and her battle group turned into the wind for the last aircraft launch of the evening. High above the Nimitz-class supercarrier, a luminous commander's moon dominated a black canvas splashed with millions of twinkling stars. Except for a few isolated thunderstorms in the Southern California operating area, the balmy night was perfect for carrier training exercises. The slippery flight deck, dangerous enough during the day, but extremely hazardous during night operations, was alive with airplanes, tow tractors, yellow-shirted aircraft directors, and green-shirted aviation bosun's mates prepping the two forward catapults. Bathed in a soft haze of red floodlights, shadowy figures with yellow flashlight wands carefully guided pilots around the crowded maze of airplanes waiting to taxi to the catapults. From bow to stern, the 4.5-acre flight deck of Abraham Lincoln was a genuinely hostile environment of screaming jet engines, blazing exhaust gases, whirling propeller blades, guillotine-like arresting gear cables, and foul-smelling catapult steam mixed with jet fuel and salt spray. Listening to the low whine of his two jet engines, Lieutenant Commander Sammy Bonello saw two wands of light suddenly flash on in front of his plane. The time had arrived. No turning back now. Following the taxi director, Bonello released the Super Hornet's brakes and taxied his sleek two-seat FA-18F across the jet blast deflector behind the starboard bow catapult. Despite all my years as a fighter pilot, these night carrier operations still give me the creeps, he thought. Unlike day operations, when pilots can visually and viscerally tell if a catapult shot is good, night operations rob aviators of critical visual cues. When the catapult fires, the pilot accelerates under heavy G-forces straight into a seemingly endless black hole. The sensation is an eerie feeling of being completely at the mercy of fate. To say the least, night catapult shots and landings, traps, on the boat, are character-building exercises. Manning the back seat of the supersonic twin-engine strike fighter, Lieutenant Commander Clarence "Chick" Fawcett went through his checklist and then gazed across the busy flight deck. Even with the additional anxiety of night operations, Bonello and Fawcett could wring the best from the Super Hornet's combination of performance and firepower. The single-seat FA-18E and two-seat FA-18F are evolutionary upgrades of the combat-proven FA-18CD Hornets. The newest night strike fighters are able to conduct unescorted missions against highly defended targets early in a conflict. This evening, Bonello and Fawcett would be flying a routine training mission with a more junior crew from the VFA-113 Stingers of the 14th Carrier Air Wing. Fawcett, the weapons systems officer, adjusted his oxygen mask and then looked down at a sailor holding a lighted weight board. Noting their total weight for the catapult shot was correct, he gave the teenager an OK signal with his flashlight. "Is a confirmation on 60,000 pounds? Chick glanced at his kneeboard. "Looking close this evening." "Yeah, we'll be a little tight on gas." Feeling the normal amount of oxygen escaping from his mask, Sammy completed his takeoff checks and set the trim for takeoff. He glanced at the full moon and then looked at his instruments. "If we run short on gas, we'll hit the tanker." "We're always short." Fawcett glanced at the catapult officer. "That's what makes this so damn much fun." Sammy adjusted his helmet visor. "If we lose an engine, I'm going to concentrate on the HUD. You back me up." The heads-up display could easily spell the difference between a deadly crash and a successful single-engine landing back aboard the ship. Projected at eye level on the windscreen, the HUD provided the pilot with his plane's angle of attack, airspeed, attitude, and rate of climb. "Roger that." Fawcett checked the status of their wingman. "Ham's gone into tension. Looks like a go." Casting off a momentary feeling of claustrophobia, Sammy glanced at the other Stinger FA-18F. It belched long, jagged, white-orange flames from its powerful General Electric turbofans, each producing 22,000 pounds of thrust. He turned his flashlight on in case of an electrical failure. Nothing like a dark cockpit when the grits hit the fan.